Taoiseach, for a number of years now, the government has talked the talk when it comes to a health-led approach to drugs, but they definitely haven't walked the walk. The failed and failing war on drugs has continued. In 2022, there were 17,321 controlled drug offences reported, and there hasn't been the investment in the frontline drug addiction services in the task forces, where investment has basically stagnated. It is now time to walk the walk. You have the Citizens' Assembly, which is very clear in terms of the necessity of an end to criminalisation and a proper health-led approach. Tomorrow, our bill to decriminalise the possession of small amounts of cannabis will be debated and will be voted on. Will the government be implementing a health-led approach by supporting that legislation? That's a direct question for the Taoiseach.
Deputies Moynihan and Murphy asked about drugs policy. I met with the chairman of the Citizens' Assembly on drugs policy last week, and I think there were really three takeaways for me from what he said. One is that we need an Irish model. We shouldn't just try to copy models in other countries. That they've made a lot of recommendations, and it's not just about decriminalisation. He doesn't want all the focus to be on that. And that if it is going to be examined by an Oireachtas committee, it should be a special committee, not the Health Committee or the Justice Committee, because it's relevant to both areas, and indeed other areas like education too. So our intention is to refer the report to a special Oireachtas committee, and Minister Naughton will bring a memo to Cabinet about that next week. And one of the things the special Oireachtas committee will have to tease out is, what does decriminalisation really mean in a legal context and in an Irish context? Does it mean that's not an offence at all? Does it mean that it's a non-indictable offence? Does it mean that's an offence without a penalty? Is it something like penalty points? Or does it actually mean that up to a certain amount of each particular substance, that would not be illegal? And all that has to be teased out by the committee, and wasn't teased out by the Assembly. In fairness to them, they're not legal experts or legislators. With that in mind, we're proposing a timed amendment to the Private Member's Bill of 9 months.